I'm Dorothy Dandridge. I play the role of Jane Richards, a teacher. And I wasn't sure how it was all going to work out. This was my first day. This is Philip Hepburn, who plays C.T., the boy who never did see much sense in going to school. And this is Harry Belafonte, who plays the part of Mr. Williams, the school principal, who found C.T. the most difficult boy he'd ever known. But it wasn't punishment that C.T. needed. It was love, a love like Tanya's. And Tanya is played by Barbara Sanders. Of course, C.T. never let on that Tanya occupied a special place in his heart. But you couldn't fool the children. It was just a game, a bit of make-believe, like the story we call
Okay, caterpillar, spin your cocoon. Okay, I'm going. But don't tell anybody about this, understand? This is our secret. And when I say secret, I mean secret. Go on home.
first day, my first class. I wonder if you're as scared as I am. Well, there's only one way to find out. Hello, you're late.
I'm always late the first day. Sometimes I'm late the second day, too.
I see. Well, we'll have to talk about that, won't we? Please take a seat. Oh, here's one right down here in the front row. Right here. Now, if you'll all rise, we'll begin the school year by pledging allegiance to the flag. Will you lead us in the pledge, please? You, yes. Come on.
Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Be seated. Well, I guess it's about time we became acquainted. Suppose I skip around the room a bit, and as I call your name, will you please stand and tell me something about yourself? How old you are, where you live, what you did during the summer, anything. Booker T. Jones.
My name's Booker T. Jones. I was 10 years old. I live on Painter's Path. I didn't do nothing in the summer.
Franklin Caldwell.
I'm Franklin Delano Caldwell. I'm Abraham Lincoln Caldwell. We're brothers. I'm Tenure.
Booker T, Franklin Delano, Abraham Lincoln. I have all the great names of history.
We've lived here 5 years. They call me Boyd. They call me Lloyd. I went swimming. I caught a lot of fish. I cooked the fish. Yeah, and you ate them, too.
Thank you, Boyd. You too, Lloyd. We'll have to go into that again sometimes. Rachel Smith.
My name is Rachel Veronica Smith. I am 9 years old. My father is a Methodist minister, and my mother is a housewife. Last summer, Daddy took us to New York to visit my Aunt Jen. There are millions and millions of people in New York, and the buildings are so tall they touch the sky. They are too tall as the sky, aren't they, Miss Richards?
Well, as a matter of fact, Rachel. Easy, Jane. Encourage discussion if you can. Well, now, let's see. Is there something you wanted to say? Well, what was it you said?
Didn't mean to say nothing. Buildings as tall as the sky.
Well, as a matter of fact, the buildings in New York are very, very tall. It's as if you took one building and put it on top of another, and another on top of another, until it doesn't... Well, suppose we leave it to the class. How many of you have ever been to New York? Fine. And how tall would you say the buildings are?
It looks as though I was on a mountain. Too high for me, Miss Richard.
I got dizzy looking down.
Well, I guess that gives us a pretty good idea, doesn't it? Do I have your name here?
My name is C.T. C.T. Young.
May I have your full name, please? What do the initials C.T. stand for?
Don't stand for nothing. Just C.T.
Oh, I see. Would you like to give us a report on your summer?
No, ma'am. Don't think I would.
You may sit down. I guess we've had enough reports for a while anyway.
Bye, Junior.
C.T., I don't like keeping children after school, but I want to make sure that you and I understand each other. Now, you didn't make a very good start for your first day, did you? First, you were late. Then you weren't very helpful in class, were you? Were you?
No, ma'am. I ain't never been to New York, but I know one thing silly old Rachel don't know. Ain't nothing in the world as tall as the sky. Nothing.
How many years did you spend in the second grade, C.T.?
2.
And in the third?
2.
And this is your first year in this grade?
Yes, I always spend 2 years in each grade.
How many children in your family?
9.
And you're the oldest?
No, ma'am. I'm sort of in the middle.
Is your father working?
Yes, ma'am. He has a big job at the mill.
Did you bring your lunch to school with you this morning, C.T.?
No, ma'am. I eat such a big breakfast, I don't need no lunch.
Oh, I see. And just what did you have for breakfast this morning?
What I have every morning. Fried chicken and gravy and sweet potatoes and rice and coffee.
What a wonderful, wonderful lie.
Well, I guess that's enough.
Well, yes, that certainly sounds like a wonderful breakfast. But from now on, I want you to have a school lunch every noon, and I'll arrange for it. Would you be on time tomorrow? You may go now. Oh, just one more thing, C.T.
Yes, ma'am.
Just what is it you have against school?
Who, me? Oh, I got nothing against school. But I got nothing for it either.
Came a birdie a-flying, on the foot he did light, and his bill eat a letter with a greeting so bright. Dear birdie,
with a message and kiss, for I may not go to lest me they should miss.
Atta girl, come here. Atta girl. Now again. Ready, set, go get it. Come here. Go get it. Come here. Go on.
She's a funny dog.
She's a good dog.
Why do you call her come here?
Because she always comes when I call her. Well, most always.
I like the new teacher. I think she's beautiful.
Beautiful.
I love her.
Ah, you talk just like a girl.
Hello, hello.
Be happy. Be happy.
How are you?
Peter, eat your cookie. Peter, eat your cookie. Look at that silly old dog chasing birds. Birds got a right to live, too, so don't you go around trying to scare them. It's all right to chase one once in a while, but if you catch one, there's going to be trouble. Sure enough, trouble.
Came a birdie a-flying, on my foot he did lie. In his bill he'd a letter with a greeting so bright. Dear birdie, fly back now with a message and kiss, for I may not go to lest me they should miss.
Bye now.
Bye.
OCT.
Yeah?
Are you going to be at Sunday school this year?
Nah.
Don't you want to go to heaven?
Nope. This place right here looks good enough for me.
OCT. Well, I'll be looking for you just the same. Bye now.
Bye. Hey, Sam. Stop messing around with those bees. You get stung. Go to play in the yard. Hi, Joe. Say, what's the big news today, eh? Cowboys still holding off the Indians?
Oh,
Hi, Candy Lee. Say, you're getting prettier every day. Why do you know it? Hello, sweetheart. Hi, Mark. Whoops! Coming right away.
Come to the church in the wildwood. Oh, come to the church in the vale. No spot is so dear to my childhood as the little brown church in the vale.
How sweet on a clear Sabbath morning to list to the clear ringing bell. Its tones so sweetly are calling
Well, that was very nice. Now, let's see. Suppose we begin at the beginning. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. Now, who can tell us who God is?
God is our Father. Our Father who art in heaven.
Very good. Now, why did God make us? Sarah-Leen?
He made us to serve him in this world and to be happy with him forever in the next world.
Now, how did God make us? In what way did he make us? Mary Louise?
God created us in his image. We're all children of God.
Very good, Mary Louise. God created us all in his image. What's the matter, C.T.?
Didn't say nothing.
But you were thinking something, weren't you? Suppose you stand up and tell us how you feel about this.
Can't see how everybody looks like God when some's black and some's white.
Uh-oh. I walked right into that one, didn't I? Well, there's only one answer. I hope he'll understand it. Yes, C.T. God created everybody in his image, black and white.
How come? What color is God anyway?
Well, it isn't a matter of color at all. When God made us in his image, he put a bit of himself in each one of us. He loves us just like your mother and father love you. We're all brothers together.
If white people and black people are brothers, how come they don't act like brothers?
Oh, Lord, let me say the right word just this once. C.T., it isn't God's fault when people don't act like brothers. It isn't an easy thing to do. But we can learn because God is always willing to help us when we ask him.
I notice, for instance, that in the matter of extra school lunches, we're somewhat over the budget, particularly in your grade, Miss Richards. Well, let's go over some of these names. I'll start with the last one you added, C.T. Young. What about him?
C.T., I had him last year and the year before that, but I never put him on the lunch list.
I remember the boy. He's definitely a backward child.
Does that make him any less hungry?
It's just not fair to the school. It's a pity we can't transfer him somewhere.
Transfer him? Where?
Yes, it isn't as if we had a school for backward children. If we did, of course, the problem would be a simple one.
But, Mr. Williams, I'm not sure this is a backward child.
He may not be a backward child, Miss Richards, but he certainly acts like one.
Mr. Williams, I know I'm a new teacher, and I haven't had much experience, but this boy, this C.T., well, I know he isn't interested in anything we do or say, but he's my pupil now, and it's up to me to work it out.
I think we can take this up later. We'll have to adjourn now, and thank you.
Honey, I didn't know you could talk like that. You sure told him. You were wonderful.
I don't feel so wonderful right now.
Miss Richards.
Yes, Mr. Williams?
How long have you been teaching school, Miss Richards?
This is my first year.
Did it ever occur to you that the others might be right about C.T.?
Maybe they are. I just don't know yet.
Well, since you feel so strongly about it, I'll keep C.T.'s name on the lunch list.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Williams.
That's all right, Miss Richards. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Williams.
She's young. She'll learn.
I like enthusiasm in a teacher. I think some of us lose it too soon.